Are you ever going to come out from hiding in your room? You should come out and live your life like the rest of us do. We finally got back from our trip and want to see you. Is that all you wanted to say? Huh? There isn't anything else I need to say to you. I was just thinking I should probably ask if you'd come out to see how you'd react. Really, I'm fine with you not coming out of that hole of yours yet. Either way, I'm sure I'll know when you actually decide to come out, since you'll probably be making a huge fuss of us leaving you here. I see. But as for Kyle, he has been so worried about you that he tries to call you at least 5 times a day, so even if it doesn't entirely bother me, at least come out for your brother. Why should I? I don't care about how any of you guys feel anymore. Hey, don't say terrible crap like that. Can you at least try and act like a good older brother while you're still around us? Kyle even says that he wants to see how you're doing after you decided to have that fever. And what about me makes him think that I want to come out to see him? Does he think that this will fix my relationship with the rest of you? Or maybe he wants me to stick around the house so that I can continue to give you guys money. What? For money? I don't remember her ever borrowing any money from you. Have you started to hallucinate things? I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about how you and Mom took the money I made from selling designer bags as a part-time job. I think that was about $15,000 worth of bags, if I'm correct, that I sold. So with that in mind, I'd like to collect my reimbursement for however much of that money you two spent. What the heck? If you plan to do that, then go right ahead. I'll just make sure to kick you out of the house for doing that. Really? Then I suppose I could bring this whole thing to court. I'm sure they'd side with me since I never said that you guys could have that money. Eh? I didn't really think I'd need to do this at first, but of course I don't feel all too bad about doing that to the high and mighty family that went on vacation without me, especially when you guys used my money for it. Well, hold on a minute. I thought we agreed that the money I got for those bags would be given to me, and then I would give you guys like $1,000 or $2. But instead, you guys went ahead and spent it all going on that stupid vacation after I did all the work. I guess I should have known this would happen since you guys kept pushing for me to work harder and harder to get all the money I could. You guys didn't even care that I came down with a fever, instead just leaving me at home to try and care for myself. But wait! And now, because of that, the fever turned out to be pneumonia, and now I'm stuck in the hospital trying to recover. So are you happy with this? What? You're at the hospital right now? Uncle Drew and Aunt Bev came to the house to help drive me here when I told them that you guys left me. And do you know what they said about you? They said that you guys are a disgraceful family. So how does it feel knowing that your brother and his wife are disgusted by you? What? My brother said that? Well, I guess that this is it for us anyways. After I get out of the hospital, I'm gonna become Uncle Drew's son and move into his house. And I won't need to give you guys any more of my earnings from my part-time job. Wait, you're getting far too ahead of yourself. I couldn't care less about what you think about my choice. I'm not even thankful for you guys letting me stay at your house for the past 20 years. I had to go right to work after graduating high school, and even then I needed to give you guys whatever money I made to help support you. You supported us? You're an idiot, so there is no way you could have supported us. Are you having trouble understanding things with that tiny brain of yours? But you guys were already starting to move my things around like you were ready for me to get out, right? So you should be in total agreement with me leaving the house. Oh, but that's the thing. Now there won't be any money coming into the house that you guys can steal after I leave. Well, I guess life is gonna get a bit tougher now that your wallet will be just a bit more empty, huh? But for me, I'll finally become free of you guys, and I won't have to give you any more of my money. Do you plan to fight back at us in return for our kindness to you? There was never any kindness from you guys. The only thing that I ever received was pain from having to be around you all for so long. What? Did you guys at least have fun on that vacation that I helped pay for? From now on, the three of you won't be able to go on any more exciting trips like that, right? If I have to say it a little more straightforward, you reap what you sow. Well, once I've fully recovered, I'll be moving in with Uncle Drew. So please enjoy only needing to raise your amazing baby boy, Kyle. Wait, Jonah! I will definitely not be forgiving you for this. You're just going to leave us all behind to go live with... Who is this again? Are you still half asleep or something? This is your dad! You went ahead and blocked my phone number without ever even telling me. So because I finally found out about that, I changed my number and was able to contact you again. I am really never going to let go of you wasting my time. You're a coward for running away from your family. But you guys were never my family. You jackass! I'm also talking about how you just threw us all away! How long do you plan to hide away and pout for? It's been 5 years now. It's time for you to toughen up and come back home! Then this must be my previous dad, right? All of these loud and obnoxious comments are starting to remind me of how awful your attitude was. What? I'm not the one with an attitude, and stop acting like I'm not your dad anymore. When the hell are you gonna come back home? Come home already! But what reason would I have for coming back to you? I mean, you guys treated me like I was just a piece of your property. And by the way, you need to find a better way to introduce yourself after not talking to someone for 5 years than just coming in and talking crap. If I'm not mistaken, you guys had treated me like a slave before I had decided I had had enough, right? The way you keep trying to make me look like the bad person is starting to really drive me up the wall. And after 5 years, a lot has changed with our family situation. It would help us out a lot if you got off your lazy butt and came back home to help support us. What are you laughing at? Hey, Jonah, reply to me! Bit now, I've been trying to get your attention by ringing your doorbell. Are you deaf now or something? Come open the door and talk to me. So you finally decided to come to me directly. It seems that Uncle Drew finally got a little soft and told you the address of my house, huh? I'm sure you probably tricked him into doing it. What do you mean I tricked him? All I did was ask him if he knew where you were staying. Saying that I would trick my own brother is ridiculous. Huh? You had to have deceived him. I'm sure you told him that you regret what you did to me, but that was just a lie that you made up so that he'd feel sorry for you, right? I bet you would be a great actor for the way you were able to make it look like you actually felt sorry. What? I'm not going to take that crap. Just open the door already. He told me that around this time you should be back from work and in your house. So even if you try to ignore me, I'm going to continue hitting the doorbell. Wow, that's very rude of you. I'll make sure that when I see your wife that I will tell her of all the dirty and horrible things that you did to your family. I wonder if that will make her leave you. but I think that would be even better if she did.
What? So it seems that you found out that I got married, huh?
Yeah, that's right. You didn't even bother contacting us to let us know that you'd be registering for marriage. But I guess I would have never approved of it anyways. I'm going to do my best to make you guys split up.
I think you're trying way too hard to get back at me right now. Does this mean that you and your family are in quite the predicament at the moment? If that isn't the case, then I don't know what else would make you so upset as to try and get in my way again after almost 6 years. You're just trying to get close to me again since you can't handle things at home all on your own anymore. That's pretty sad of you if you ask me.
Shut the hell up! Whether it's what's happening right now or what happened in the past, it has all been because of your wrongdoings.
So you really haven't changed. Even now, you'll only find ways to make me the cause of all of your problems.
I think it would be best if you just started caring for your family again and started to give money back to us.
So, in other words, your family doesn't have enough money because you can't bother to stop spending it all?
I just want to have a little extra money in case of emergencies, that's it. But also, Kyle will be getting married next year. I want you to be the one to pay for all of his wedding expenses, like the wedding hall and his tux. Actually, you're going to have to do it.
Is that so?
What are you so puzzled by? If you have the time to act so absent-minded right now, then you have the time to open this door and talk to me face to face. And if your wife is also in there, tell her to come see me as well.
Well, about all of that. I think it's time you stop acting out of hand. You're right saying that my wife is home right now, but I am not.
What?
I got a message from my wife just a few minutes ago saying that there's someone outside our front door screaming abusive language. She then asked me if I knew who that was. So I'm glad you decided to text me saying that it's you, or else I might have had to let her call the police on you.
Well then, what the hell? If she's in the house right now, have her come out here to see me. I've been slamming on the door for the past few minutes now. I can't believe she has the nerve to just try and avoid me. When you're not around, does she not have the balls to face a threat? Well, I guess that it makes sense since she was stupid enough to marry someone as arrogant as you. Tell her to open the front door right now. Tell her that I'm here to teach her a good old-fashioned lesson.
Well, you might think she's a coward for not coming to face you, but I think she can get pretty crazy when I'm not around. So I am really glad you told me it was you before something really, really bad could have happened.
What are you rambling on about? Since you aren't here to listen to me, tell her to open this door now!
It looks like that's what she's about to do. She told me that if she doesn't open the door soon, the young and rambunctious woman in her will get the best of you. Of course, if that were to happen, I don't think things would end very well for you.
Huh? What does that mean?
Well, once you see her, I'm sure you'll begin to understand. Anyways, I need to finish grocery shopping, and then I'll come back home.
Oh, your wife is one of those heavy-bodied types, huh? The kind that's too big and angry to control?
I think you finally found out what I meant when I said that she was gonna be scary when I'm not around. She told me that you wanted to talk with her for a little while when she answered the door. So while I was thinking about how long it would take you to finish wasting her time, I went out with her mom to get some dinner.
What?
Did you think that I'd come home to try and stop her? I don't have any reason to be going out of my way to do that. Having to drive all the way home would have been a bother for me, and having to see your face would have only been worse.
But you said that after shopping you would come home? Help me!
I'm really sorry, but now that I think about it, did you end up pissing your pants? My wife said she was busting out laughing at you. She said that your face got as red as a lobster and there was a dark spot that started to form in your pants. This is the best I've felt in a super long time.
Please help me, and don't tell this to anyone else.
But you've already made it so that I won't help you. And I'm sorry, but I think you were a little late asking me.
What?
My mother-in-law already told your wife and Kyle about this. I had to tell your wife to send us some money to get the area around the front room replaced, since you decided to piss all over it. You didn't even clean it up before you ran home.
What?
You came to my house trying to get money from me, only to leave, creating more embarrassment for yourself. And you created unnecessary expenses as well.
You're going to get it for talking to me this way?
Well, I think this is really going to be goodbye for us. Now that you've learned from this great experience, there shouldn't be any worries about you visiting my house a second time, right? But you probably couldn't come even if you tried. See ya, old man. Oh, wait. See ya, Mr. Pants Pisser! Both my mom and dad never stopped trying to reach out to me after I told them I never wanted to see them again. They couldn't seem to understand why I cut them off. Their attempts to contact me continued, but it wasn't just about reconnecting with their child. They wanted something else. Money. They couldn't manage to get all the $10,000 I'd requested from their relatives, so they turned to Kyle, asking him to help them out. They claimed he needed to repay them for all the kindness they had shown him while he lived with them. It was laughable. However, when they brought this up to him over the phone, his wife, who had a bit of a fiery side, jumped in. She was an ex-kickboxer, and her response to their request was enough to make them freeze. They quickly ended the call, likely terrified of what might happen next. Since that day, they've never made another attempt to contact any of us. As for their whereabouts, I haven't bothered to track them down. I'm not even sure where they ended up after I severed ties. If I really wanted to know, I could ask my wife to look into it, but honestly, I have no reason to care. They're not a part of my life anymore, and I don't feel any need to reach out. Life's been better without them. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Judith. I overheard something about you going on a trip. Where are you going, huh? Tell me. Are you going with your mom friends as well? Please, tell me right now.
Good evening, Tiff. Are you talking about what we were discussing at the kindergarten bus stop?
Yes, that's the one. I totally caught bits and pieces. You were talking with Amber and Maya, right?
Ah, so you heard that.
You're all going on a trip together, aren't you? Like a mom friends getaway?
Well, sort of.
Oh, take me with you. Come on, I want in.
Wait, what?
I've always wanted to go on a trip with mom friends. It sounds so fun. Just imagine the bonding, the photos, the laughs.
I'm really sorry, but we can't invite you this time.
Huh? Why not?
Well, the group is already set.
Then just add me to it. That's easy, right? One more mom can't hurt.
I really wish it were that simple, but the whole thing is already booked, and honestly, Tiff, this isn't the kind of trip that you can just join in on last minute.
Excuse me?
It's not even a mom-friend trip, technically speaking.
So what, you're telling me to back off?
It's not like that. It's just, maybe next time, okay? I promise I'll let you know when we plan something else. But this time, I need you to understand and set it out.
Oh, come on. I'm a mom, and I'm your friend, too. What's with this exclusion treatment? You think I'll just let this go?
It's not about leaving you out, I swear.
All right, then it's settled. I'm joining.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Let me know once all the dates and details are finalized, okay? Oh, and since I'm coming, I'll go ahead and take charge of organizing everything.
Tiff, no, it's already organized. Pretty much everything is decided.
Nope, that's not how it's gonna work. We'll just turn it into my trip, a main event, Tiff's Mom Friends Extravaganza.
Again, this isn't a mom friend's trip.
Perfect! You can be the one in charge of all the boring logistics and grunt work, okay?
Do you really think that you can just make demands like that?
Oh, are you sure you want to talk to me that way?
What are you getting at?
Isn't your husband working under my husband?
Wait, seriously?
Wow, you didn't know that? Oh, that's kind of awkward.
No, I mean, I didn't realize.
Well, you do now. So if you keep pushing back, I might just have to pass this little disagreement on to your husband.
What? Are you threatening me?
Anyway, I'm assigning you all the prep work for the day of the trip. Thanks in advance.
You're not even officially part of the trip.
Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to have such a blast.
Tiff! You can't just force your way into this. I'm not okay with any of this, you hear me? Wait, what happened? Why are you apologizing? It's about that thing we talked about the other day, the warning about Tiff. Right. What about it? Well, I just found out that my kid accidentally told Tiff's kid about our trip. You know, the dates, the inn, the whole thing. What? Apparently, while they were playing, Tiff's son snatched away one of his favorite toys and told him, "I'll only give it back if you tell me where your mom's going. If you don't, I'll use my super punch on you." So, he told him. He didn't really have a choice. Oh my God. That kid's been getting more aggressive lately. Even the other kids at school have been avoiding him. But honestly, let's be real. This was Tiff's doing. No way her kid came up with this idea on his own. I thought the same. I mean, I've heard other moms mention similar things happening. Unbelievable. What kind of mother uses her own child as an informant? I'm seriously so sorry. I didn't think anything like this would happen. No, don't apologize. This isn't your fault. But now we've got a bit of a problem on our hands. Yeah, I was hoping this wouldn't turn into a thing, but with Tiff, you just never know. She's done this kind of thing before, hasn't she? Oh yeah, a while back she tried to crash a neighbor's family trip. Just invited herself without asking. Total mess. No way. Are you serious? Yeah, the neighbor's family had to cancel their trip last minute because the husband got sick, but Tiff didn't get the memo. She and her whole family went all the way to the destination anyway, and when they found out the inn was canceled, she went ballistic. What? Yep, she accused them of lying, demanded they cover her travel costs, screamed at them in the hotel lobby, saying, "You tricked us." It was this huge public meltdown. Ugh, that sounds like classic Tiff. She's got this clingy, entitled personality that just won't quit. Honestly, this feels like some kind of petty revenge attempt, like she's trying to crash our trip now to make up for what happened then. Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if she sees this as her revenge-free ride. And with a husband like hers, that guy gives off major troublemaker vibes. If she shows up, it'll be the whole chaotic family in tow, guaranteed. No doubt. If she found out the date and place, there's nothing stopping her from just showing up. Then we need to take action. We can't let her just bulldoze her way into our plans. I was thinking the same. Maybe we should get Hiro involved too. She's good at handling people like Tiff. Definitely. Hiro has a way of shutting down nonsense without making a scene. We need her on our side. All right, I'll give Maya a call too. The three of us should meet later and come up with a plan. Sounds good. And hey, stop apologizing. Seriously. I feel bad though. If my son hadn't said anything... Don't blame yourself. Honestly, the real issue is that we weren't more careful. I'm the one who brought up the trip at the bus stop in the first place. I should have known better, especially with someone like Tiff always lurking around. Still, I should have reminded my kid not to talk about it. They're kids, they're not spies. And it's not like your son just spilled it on purpose. He was being threatened. That's not on him. Thanks, Judith. I was kind of freaking out about this. I didn't know how you'd react. You did the right thing by telling me. That's what matters. We'll handle it. Let's regroup later and come up with something solid. Okay, I'll message Maya now and get back to you. Perfect. See you later then. All right, thanks again, and sorry. Stop it with the apologies already. Let's focus on not letting Tiff hijack our trip. We've earned this break. We're not giving it up without a fight.
I was just about to check into the ryokan, but they said I've already checked in. What do you think you're doing, stealing our trip like this? If you're here at the resort, get out here right now.
Sorry, I'm out sightseeing at the moment, so it's going to be difficult to come back right now.
What?
Actually, what's going on with you? Stealing our trip? Wasn't it you who tried to steal it in the first place?
You're the one who didn't show up on time, remember?
To begin with, I didn't even invite you, and I specifically turned you down.
But in the end, I ended up going, didn't I?
You were the one trying to push through on your own.
You're the one who left me out, so you're to blame. As punishment, you'll pay for our accommodation.
Wait a second, are you planning to stay at my family's house?
Huh?
Do you really think you can stay there?
What do you mean?
The resort you tried to check into is actually my family's property. We converted part of the garden into a guest facility and have been running a resort there.
What?
And by the way, this trip isn't a mom's trip.
What are you talking about? Amber and Maya are with you, right? That clearly sounds like a mom's trip to me.
Amber is my husband's cousin. Maya is my husband's sister.
Huh?
This trip is for my husband's grandfather's anniversary, and we're traveling with all our relatives. So all the rooms in our ryokan are fully booked until tomorrow. No last-minute stays are possible.
What is that supposed to mean?
That's why I told you, out of respect, that I'd rather you didn't stay here.
Oh, can't you just free up a room or something?
Impossible. You're the one who showed up uninvited after I had already turned you down.
Do you think you can just talk to me like that?
Still on this, huh?
I told you my husband's boss is your husband's superior, right? Do you think your husband's position at the company could be at risk because of this?
Is that a threat?
Not really. I'm just teaching you that in this world it's the survival of the fittest.
I see. Well, with that same mentality, let me tell you something too.
What?
Your husband's grandfather is actually the chairman of your husband's company, right?
Huh?
By the way, the CEO is my husband's father.
What? The chairman and the CEO?
And by the way, both of them are here right now, and they're actually looking at this message with me.
No. Oh, that can't be true. Stop.
You never know when you might run into someone higher up than you, so it might be better not to flaunt your power so recklessly.
Wait, your in-laws are part of the CEO family?
Well, I'm off to the next sightseeing spot now, so I'll be leaving.
Hey, wait, my husband and we're being attacked by all our relatives right now. They're saying things like, "What is going on?" and we're being cut off. Can you at least help us?
I can't get involved in your family issues, so I really don't know what to say.
Huh?
Oh, and before we head back to the resort, I'd really appreciate it if my in-laws are connected to my friend's husband's employer. It doesn't mean that we could use his position or influence in any way to resolve the situation. This was not a case of using workplace status or authority to sway things in our favor. Later on, the husband was summoned and given a strict warning, but that was all. It wasn't anything extreme or threatening, just a stern reminder about boundaries and what was considered acceptable. That was the extent of the intervention from his side. But to my surprise, it seemed to have an almost immediate effect. Tiff, who had been causing all kinds of trouble, suddenly became much quieter, almost as if she had learned her lesson. I didn't know if it was fear or a sense of guilt, but whatever it was, she was a far cry from the person she had been before. The drama that had surrounded her seemed to dissipate overnight. However, things didn't go quite as smoothly on her husband's side. He seemed to have a much harder time dealing with the consequences of the situation. His pride, or maybe his stubbornness, couldn't handle the idea of having been reprimanded in such a manner. It wasn't long before he started skipping work without notice, completely disregarding his responsibilities. His behavior got progressively worse, and it wasn't just the missed days that became an issue. Soon, several serious internal compliance violations came to light. Things that had been hidden for far too long, and once they were discovered, it didn't take long for the company to take action. The company took swift and decisive steps. His actions didn't just result in him being given a stern warning like Tiff had. He was demoted and had his salary cut significantly. That was only the beginning. It wasn't long after that the company decided to terminate his employment entirely. Given the severity of the violations they had uncovered, the damage had already been done and there was no coming back from it. But the consequences didn't stop there. The situation between Tiff and her husband escalated dramatically. It seemed like their relationship, which had already been fragile, couldn't withstand the added pressure. The stress, combined with everything that had happened at work, led to an explosive argument between them, a fight so intense that it ended with them separating. The end result? Divorce. Their marriage, already hanging by a thread, was now completely severed. I couldn't help but wonder what had gone through their minds. What were they trying to achieve with all this? What were their end goals? It seemed so reckless, so destructive. Tiff's behavior had been erratic, and her husband's decisions, especially after the company's actions, made no sense. They had both created such a mess for themselves, and for what? It was hard to even comprehend the thought process behind their actions. What did they think would happen? It felt as if they had been living in a world of denial where the consequences of their actions were never really considered. The result of that lack of foresight had led them to this tragic end. But as much as I couldn't understand their motives, I was relieved that everything had calmed down. Finally, the chaos that had been swirling around them was over, and I could breathe again. It was strange to feel relieved after witnessing such a collapse of a marriage and career, but at the same time, there was a sense of peace that came with it. They had created this mess themselves, and now they were left to pick up the pieces. No one to blame but themselves. For me, it was just a quiet ending to a situation that had caused so much upheaval. I know this sounds harsh, but there was a part of me that couldn't help but feel satisfied by the way things turned out. Not in a vindictive way, but in a way that felt like justice had been served. Their actions had consequences, and those consequences had been severe. Perhaps that was the wake-up call they needed. Perhaps after all of this, they would learn to think before they acted. But honestly, it was harsh to imagine them ever truly learning their mistakes. The way they had behaved showed a pattern of irresponsibility, and I wasn't sure they could break free from that cycle. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jaden, good morning. You look even more handsome today. It's been 6 months since you joined the company, and honestly, every day feels like a treat just watching you work.
Jane, we're at work. If you need something, just talk to me directly. We're on the same floor, so there's no need for messages. It's inefficient and a waste of time.
Oh, come on. You just can't resist talking to me, can you?
That's not it. It's just that if we're in the same place, using messages to talk is inefficient. It wastes both our time.
You really don't get it, do you? I can tell you want to talk to me directly. How about we step outside for a bit?
This doesn't sound like it's about work.
Huh?
I'm stepping out for a bit, so I'll be gone for a while.
Wait, what? You're going out now? But I thought you were doing office work today.
I'm going on an outside visit. I'm going to meet with a new client with the sales manager. Your department is not involved, so I'm leaving now.
Wait, hold on. That sales manager, you mean that woman, right? You'd rather go out with her than with me? Don't you think I should be the one you take out instead? Come on, Jaden. I know you're shy around me, but that's okay. You don't need to pretend. I'll make sure you compensate me for this later, don't worry. Jaden, so you're going straight home today, huh? I didn't get to see you after this morning, and I have to say I was feeling a little lonely. Now that we're not at the office, I can message you, right?
No, I don't think we're close enough to exchange messages privately.
Oh, come on. I can tell you're trying to get my attention, but don't worry. You don't need to go out of your way for that. My heart already belongs to Takaya-kun, after all.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, does it not sound like one?
Jane, you're a married woman with a husband and a child. You might want to reconsider saying things like that. It could easily lead to misunderstandings.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
And I've told you before, I'd prefer if you stopped calling me Jaden. Please use my last name instead.
But we're not at work now, so it should be fine.
It doesn't matter whether it's personal or professional. I've already asked you to stop using that name. I'd appreciate it if you respected that.
Oh, I see. So it bothers you that I'm the only one calling you Jaden.
What?
I see. I get it now. If you'd said that from the start, it would have made things clearer. So in that case, you can call me Janie. Feel free to use it, both at work and outside of it. That way it's even, right?
You're completely misunderstanding me. I don't intend to be close enough to you to have these kinds of personal conversations.
Huh?
What I'm saying is this. I would like you to use the appropriate form of address and keep it professional. Getting messages from you outside of work hours is honestly an inconvenience, so unless it's an emergency, I'd prefer you not contact me.
Wait, Jaden?
Excuse me. Jane, I've told you multiple times, stop messaging me.
Oh, come on, just hear me out, okay? This is really big news. Jaden, I heard you're thinking about buying a house?
And how is that your business?
Well, aren't you just a new employee? I mean, isn't buying a house kind of difficult on your current salary?
Again, none of this concerns you. Stay out of it.
That's where you're wrong, because once you hear what I have to say, there's no way you'll keep saying that.
Excuse me?
I've decided I'm going to buy a house for you.
What?
Now do you understand how deep my love is for you?
No, I really don't. And just to be clear, I'm going to buy a house on my own. I don't need or want anything from you.
Oh, don't be shy. You don't have to be so modest with me.
This has nothing to do with modesty. I'm serious. Don't involve yourself in my life.
I just went to see a property earlier and I found the perfect one. I'm about to start the paperwork right now. Isn't that exciting?
No, it's not. Listen carefully. I'm telling you that I'm buying my house myself. Even if you bought one for me, it would only be a burden. I'd consider it a huge inconvenience.
You don't need to hide your feelings. I know this means a lot to you.
No, that's not what this is at all. I want nothing from you. Why is that so hard to understand?
All right, then. I'm going to go secure this beautiful love nest of ours. Just wait patiently, okay? I'll handle everything.
Jane, seriously? I never asked you for anything. You're acting completely on your own. Don't do anything without my consent.
Jaden? I was planning to talk to you in person today, tell you everything face to face, but of course you weren't in the office. Out all day on business, huh? I didn't want to do this over text, but you've left me no choice. So, can I please come over to your place?
Jane, please don't tell me. You didn't actually buy a place, did you?
Of course I did. I bought you a high-rise condo, our new home, Jaden.
A high-rise what?
You know, the tower complex near S Station? The one with the fancy lobby and concierge and the panoramic city views. They had a 3-bedroom unit on the 23rd floor hit the market this morning, and I thought, this is fate. I called the realtor, went to the showing, and the moment I stepped inside, I knew it was meant for us. I didn't hesitate. Signed the papers right then and there.
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am. You were looking for a new place, weren't you? I heard all about it. But a new employee like you probably couldn't get the mortgage you wanted, so I figured I'd help. I've been at the company forever, and my savings and salary put me in a great position. And really, what better way to show my love?
Jane, you're married, or were married.
Oh, that's the best part. I finalized my divorce yesterday, all for you, Jaden. So you don't have to worry about anything anymore. No obstacles, no baggage. Just us and our beautiful life together in the sky.
Okay, this is insane. We barely talk at work. We don't even know each other. You can't just show up in my life like this, buy a condo, and expect me to move in.
You always do this, pretend like I'm just some coworker. But I see the way you smile at me when you come by my desk. The way you linger when we cross paths in the hallway. The way you brought those hot spring buns last year just for me.
Those were for the entire General Affairs Department. You were the only one there at the time. I handed them to you because you were closest to the counter. I even said, for everyone.
No, you didn't. You looked straight into my eyes and smiled.
Jane, I'm begging you to listen. That was not me flirting. That was basic human courtesy. We've never gone to lunch, never exchanged a personal message, never even had a proper conversation outside of office greetings. You are a coworker, that's all.
You're lying. You have to be lying, because I left everything for you. My husband, my home, my financial safety, gone. For us.
Jane, I'm already married.
What?
I registered my marriage last month. I was planning to make it official to everyone tomorrow. I married Amy.
Amy? That child from marketing? Your new hire?
She's not a child. She's my age. We've been together since high school.
No, you're making this up. You're trying to drive me away.
No, I'm being painfully honest.
You two-timed us. You led me on while sneaking around with her.
We were never a thing, Jane. There was never an us. I've told you so many times I'm not interested, and I never was.
But you came to General Affairs every day.
To pick up mail, because that's literally my job as the new guy in sales. It's been the policy for years.
But what about...
No more whatabouts. You imagined a relationship that didn't exist. You bought a condo based on pure delusion, and you want me to live in it like it's some fairy tale ending? It's not happening.
It cost $700,000. I bought it for us. I can't afford that mortgage alone. I need you.
That's not my responsibility. I warned you. I told you repeatedly not to contact me outside of work, and you ignored every boundary I set. Now you're telling me you've put yourself in debt and destroyed your marriage for an imaginary relationship?
Fine, if that's how you want to play it. Then divorce that little girl and marry me. I'm your superior, and I'm giving you a direct order.
You realize what you just said, right? That's harassment. That's coercion. And it's going straight to HR.
No, wait. Jaden, please don't report me. I love you. Doesn't that count for anything?
No, it doesn't. Goodbye, Jane.
Please, don't leave me.
I'm blocking this number. Don't contact me again. The very next day, I reported everything to the company. I didn't waste time, I didn't sugarcoat it. I walked into the HR office with a thick packet of evidence. Screenshots of messages Jane had sent me, recordings of calls where she crossed more lines than I could count, and statements from coworkers who had seen or heard enough to back me up. It wasn't just about what had happened between the two of us, it was about the atmosphere she created around her. The gossip, the manipulation, the way she spoke to people as if they were props in a life she had scripted out in her head. The HR team looked tense as they went through everything. They didn't say much, but the silence spoke volumes. I could see the shift happen in real time, the slow realization that this wasn't just a personal issue. It was a serious breach of company ethics. Jane had used company platforms to harass a coworker, had created a hostile work environment, and had clearly violated multiple internal compliance codes. By the end of the day, she was gone. Technically, they called it a voluntary resignation, but everyone knew the truth. It was an ultimatum: leave quietly or be fired publicly. And Jane, ever obsessed with appearances, chose the route that let her preserve some sliver of dignity, at least on paper. She probably thought she could spin it later, maybe even tell people she left to pursue a better opportunity. But in reality, she was pushed out, her hands still trying to grasp something that had long since slipped through her fingers. And yet, as surreal as that already was, the real madness came a few days later. One evening, I got a call from my old landlord. He sounded rattled. Jane had shown up at my old apartment. She'd barged in screaming loud enough for the whole building to hear. Furious, desperate, completely unhinged. "This is your fault. How am I supposed to pay for the tower apartment now? You ruined everything." She had no idea I'd already moved. I'd relocated weeks ago, quietly, without telling anyone but close friends. I didn't want to give her a chance to pull something like this, showing up unannounced, trying to argue her way back into my life. So when she pounded on the door and demanded answers, all she got was a confused landlord and a locked door. Apparently, she made such a scene that the neighbors started calling the front office, worried it might escalate. The landlord didn't hesitate. He called the police. She was escorted out of the building, still yelling, still clinging to some belief that I owed her something. I was stunned, but not entirely surprised. Jane had always lived in a fantasy world where reality bent to her wants, where logic didn't apply unless it served her narrative, and now that narrative was crumbling. From what I've heard, she's still living in that luxury high-rise condo, alone. That place she had dreamed about, posted about nonstop on social media, showing off the skyline from her window, the minimalist furniture, the imported espresso machine. All of it now a prison she built for herself. She works constantly, day shifts, night shifts, anything she can get. I've heard whispers, restaurant kitchens, freelance gigs, even temporary data entry at places that don't ask too many questions. She's juggling it all just to stay afloat, barely making her mortgage payments on time. And here's the kicker. The down payment she used to buy that place, it wasn't hers. She took it from a joint account she had with her ex-husband. Savings they'd built together, likely for a future home they were meant to share. She drained it without permission, without telling him, and used it to chase a solo dream she thought she could force into reality. Now he's demanding she pay it back. I don't blame him. Legal action is apparently already in motion. She's not just broke, she's cornered. Financially, emotionally, legally. That high-rise isn't a dream anymore. It's a daily reminder of how far she's fallen. I think what unsettles me most is how deeply she believed in her version of the story. In her mind, everything would work out if she could just control the narrative. If she could stay close to me, keep me tangled in her orbit, manipulate situations until I either forgave her or forgot why I left in the first place. She never saw the collapse coming because she never accepted that the foundation was rotten from the start. It's terrifying, honestly, how powerful delusion can be, how far someone will go to avoid facing the truth. She didn't just make a mistake, she built a whole life out of misunderstanding and entitlement. And when reality didn't cooperate, she tried to break it instead of adapting. But that's the thing about truth. It waits patiently. And when it arrives, it doesn't knock gently, it tears through everything, leaving nothing untouched. Do I feel sorry for her? Maybe, in a distant, detached way. I don't wish misery on anyone, but she brought this on herself step by step. Every lie, every manipulation, every time she pushed boundaries and thought she could get away with it. It all led here. And me? I've moved on. My new place is quiet, modest, and finally feels like mine. There's no drama, no manipulation, no blurred lines. I'm not looking over my shoulder anymore, waiting for the next crisis. Sometimes I still get updates from mutual contacts. They say Jane doesn't talk much these days, that she looks tired, that the bright, overconfident persona she used to wear like armor is cracking more with each passing week. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Autumn!
Jasper? What's going on?
I need to talk to you about something important. Do you have a minute?
If it's something important, shouldn't we talk face to face?
Yeah, normally I would, but right now I can't. It's not something that's easy to say in person.
That's serious, huh? All right, what is it?
I need to ask you for a favor.
A favor? What kind of favor?
I'll be blunt. I want to break off our engagement.
You want to call off the engagement? Can I ask why?
Yeah, the thing is, I've been thinking. I get the feeling that you don't actually want to marry me.
What? Why would you think that?
Come on, Autumn, you know how we got here. We started dating more out of convenience than love, didn't we? I confessed my feelings, sure, but it was more of a spur-of-the-moment thing. You didn't turn me down, but it always felt kind of casual, like we were still in some sort of trial phase. But then we ran into my mom while we were out together, and before we knew it, things snowballed. We got swept up in the moment and ended up engaged. When I think back on it now, I realize I never really took the time to consider how you felt. I just assumed you were okay with it. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that it was probably all a misunderstanding. I think we should call it off.
So, you're saying that you think I never actually wanted to marry you?
Yeah. I mean, look at how it happened. You've never been in a serious relationship before, right? You probably just agreed to date me because you didn't know how to say no. I'm guessing you were unsure back then, and now you've just convinced yourself you're in love. But it's probably not real. You're just mistaking familiarity for love. If we got married like this, it wouldn't last. We'd both be miserable. That's why I think it's better if we call it off now and start over separately.
I guess when you put it that way, you have a point. Yeah, back then everything did happen pretty fast. Your mom was pretty pushy too.
Exactly. See? You get it. I knew you'd understand. So you're okay with calling it off, right? I'll let everyone know and you won't have to deal with it.
Now that I think about it, maybe you're right. Maybe I was never really in love with you. If you asked me what I loved about you, I don't think I could even give you an answer.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's a little harsh, don't you think?
Or maybe it's just that I've lost all feelings for you because of something that happened recently.
Something that happened? What are you talking about?
You're being so vague. It's almost like you're making excuses, trying to say the right thing to make this breakup seem clean and painless, but you're being pretty sloppy about it. Honestly, your whole excuse feels flimsy. You're not breaking up with me out of concern for my feelings, are you? You're doing it because there's something, or rather, someone, you want to be with instead.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I got a message from Maple the other day. You know who Maple is, right?
Huh? Yeah, of course. She's your sister. I know that much. Why? What did she say?
She sent me this. Hey, just letting you know, I have taken your fiancé. I mean, he was practically begging for it. Honestly, he's been wanting to break up with you for a while, so it's only natural that this happened. We've already done plenty together, so once he officially breaks things off with you and we get engaged, it'll be a straight shot to the altar. I mean, let's be real. Did you really think someone as ugly as you could keep a man? You were always just a stepping stone. Too bad, Autumn, you lost. So, Jasper, do you have anything you want to say about that?
That damn Maple! I can't believe she actually told you! I was this close to wrapping this up cleanly!
So it's true then? You really cheated on me with my sister?
Yeah, it's true.
Why? Why would you do that?
Oh, come on, why do you think? Maple already told you, didn't she? It's because you're ugly. Seriously, it's obvious. Any guy would choose Maple over you. She's beautiful and you're, well, you.
Oh, I see. But back then, you were the one who confessed to me. You're the one who told me that looks didn't matter. You said you liked me for who I was. Remember?
Yeah, well, people change. Back then, I thought you were fun to be around. We had a few shared hobbies, and you made me laugh. I figured it was enough. But the more time I spent with you, the more I realized it wasn't. Looks matter. I deserve to be with someone beautiful. And when I met Maple, it all clicked. It was like being struck by lightning. She was perfect. Honestly, I even started to doubt you two were related. You're so plain, and she's stunning. It didn't make sense.
Unfortunately for you, Maple and I are indeed blood related. You were just too blinded by your own arrogance to see it. You could have at least been honest with me before things got this far. You should have ended it before we started making wedding plans.
Oh, please, why would I do that? I needed you around. You were the easiest way to get close to Maple. Dating you made it so much simpler to spend time with her. When Maple started making moves on me, I knew I had to keep you around. Then your mom spotted us together and things escalated into an engagement. I was pretty annoyed, honestly.
You should have told me before we started planning the wedding. At least spared me the embarrassment.
Oh, don't worry. It was all part of the plan. The wedding plans were just a formality. All I had to do was swap your name for Maple's at the last minute.
What?
Yeah, we've already met with both sets of parents. I told them that you and I had broken up ages ago, but remained on good terms. I said there were no hard feelings. They were fine with it. We've already started making wedding arrangements.
So no matter what I say, it's already a done deal?
Exactly. Both families are on board. Even your parents were thrilled. They were practically relieved that Maple was with me instead of you. Your mom actually said, I was always wondering why someone as beautiful as Maple didn't have a boyfriend. It makes perfect sense now. They were so happy to have a beauty like Maple in the family. You, not so much. Guess they were pretty embarrassed by you, huh? I mean, with how plain you are, I can't blame them.
Huh. I guess my friends were right. I should have cut you out of my life a long time ago.
Yeah, well, just blame your ugly face. Honestly, I'm glad to be rid of you. No more dealing with your plainness in my future family. Do us all a favor and disappear.
Don't worry, you don't have to tell me twice. I get it. You're not asking me to break off the engagement. You're telling me it's already over. Honestly, I'm embarrassed I ever thought about marrying someone like you. You can do whatever the hell you want now. I'm done with you and Maple.
Good. I was worried you'd make a fuss. I'm glad you're being reasonable. Oh, and don't bother showing up to the wedding. Hey, what the hell did you do?
Huh? Who is this?
Who is this? It's Jasper, your ex-fiancé, you idiot!
Oh, if it isn't the guy who said things like looks don't matter and I love you for who you are, only to turn around and pick the prettier girl in the end. What was it again? Oh, right. The shallow, face-obsessed hypocrite. Wow. Didn't you tell me, and I quote, "Don't ever contact me again"? So what is this, memory loss?
Are you mocking me?
No, just stating the facts. So, what do you want now? By your schedule, you should be freshly married by now, right? Why are you wasting your time bothering me? Shouldn't you be off on your honeymoon or something?
That's the thing, the wedding! It was a disaster thanks to you!
Huh? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. You were the one who said don't come to the wedding, remember? I stayed far away just as you demanded.
Don't give me that crap! You must have put someone up to it! You had one of your friends crash the wedding and ruin it on purpose! Don't play innocent!
What are you even talking about? I have no clue what you're rambling on about. What exactly happened at your precious wedding?
Don't play dumb with me. If you're not going to admit it, I'll spell it out for you. Because of you, my wedding turned into a complete shit show.
Right, sure, totally my fault, even though I wasn't there. I'm dying to know how you arrived at that conclusion. So, what did my so-called friend do?
It was the video. The damn video!
Video? What video?
The surprise video that was supposed to play halfway through the reception. Some friend of Maple's made it as a gift for us. A sweet montage of the bride's childhood photos and memories. That was the plan. But what played wasn't about Maple. It was about you.
What?
Yeah, your face plastered all over the screen. There were tons of recent photos, too. Photos of us when we were still engaged, holding hands, kissing, laughing together. It made it look like I was still seeing you behind Maple's back. The entire venue went dead silent. My mother was so furious she stormed out in front of everyone. You humiliated us.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
Unfortunate? You think this is funny, huh? You planned this. You pretended to be the bigger person and walk away gracefully, but you were actually plotting this elaborate revenge the whole time. You sick, conniving...
Whoa, you've officially lost me. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. And I definitely didn't ask anyone to ruin your wedding. Frankly, I couldn't care less about you and Maple's tacky little love fest. Why the hell would I waste my time plotting some grand scheme against you two?
Bullshit! You're lying! I know it was one of your friends. They pulled this off for you. They made the video, sent it over, and conveniently couldn't attend the wedding at the last minute. What a coincidence, huh?
Huh. That's interesting. But you see, I didn't ask anyone to do anything. In fact, I wasn't even thinking about you two. And honestly, none of my friends gave a damn about your wedding either. I mean, why would they? You're not exactly worth their attention.
Don't give me that. You're just pretending to be innocent. You're acting all smug because you think you got away with it.
Oh, please, you're giving me way too much credit. I'm flattered you think I'm capable of orchestrating some elaborate sabotage, but I'm afraid you're wrong. If you want my guess, did you ever consider that you might have just been sloppy? I mean, you did say something about just swapping the bride's name on the wedding plans, right? Maybe you screwed up somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me.
No way! We were careful! There's no way we would have made that kind of mistake! Maple personally updated the guest list herself! She made sure it was only her friends who were invited! I'm sure of it! Probably.
Probably, huh? Wow. That doesn't sound very convincing. So, you weren't exactly thorough, huh? That's what you get for being lazy. Honestly, considering how half-assed you two were, I wouldn't be surprised if you accidentally sent the invite to one of my friends. And if that friend happened to have a sense of humor, well, you know the rest.
Shut up! You're saying it was my fault?
Bingo! Ding, ding, ding! Give the man a prize! You said it yourself. You two were in such a rush to swap out my name for Maple's that you probably screwed up somewhere along the way. And now you're pinning your own mistake on me. How typical.
No! It was you! You did this on purpose! This is all your fault! If I'd never been engaged to you, none of this would have happened!
Oh, I see. So now it's my fault you're a disloyal coward with no spine? Right, got it. Listen, Jasper, if you want to blame someone, blame yourself. You're the one who lost interest in me and decided to keep me around for convenience while chasing after my sister. You strung me along for your own selfish gain, and now that your perfect little plan has backfired, you're throwing a tantrum. What a joke. You brought this on yourself. Don't you dare pin it on me.
Oh, shut the hell up! You think you're so high and mighty, huh? You're just bitter because you lost! You're nothing but a pathetic, jealous ex!
Oh, jealous? Of what? You and Maple? Please. You're perfect for each other. A shallow, self-absorbed asshole and my backstabbing snake of a sister. I couldn't be happier to be rid of you both. You deserve each other. Rot together for all I care.
Wait! I'm not done! You can't just...
Oh, I absolutely can. You're the one who told me never to contact you again, remember? So let me return the favor. Don't ever call me again. Don't even think about me. You made your bed. Now lie in it. Goodbye, Jasper. Forever.
Hey! Wait! Damn it, get back here! I'm not...
Perhaps enraged by how I had handled the situation, he showed up at my house, dragging Maple along with him. He was clearly determined to force a confrontation, likely hoping to intimidate me or catch me off guard. However, by sheer coincidence, his mother happened to be visiting me at that exact moment. His mother, a strong-willed but surprisingly courteous woman, had come to apologize for her son's actions. Though she had initially believed her son's claims that we had parted ways amicably, she eventually learned the truth, that he had been lying through his teeth. Feeling deeply ashamed of her son's disgraceful behavior, she came to offer me a heartfelt apology. It wasn't her responsibility to apologize, she hadn't done anything wrong, but her sense of propriety and decency compelled her to do so. She was, despite everything, a rather principled and sincere woman. When he stormed in with Maple in tow, clearly intending to make a scene, he froze the moment he spotted his mother inside my house. His face went completely pale, as though he had just witnessed the end of the world. The color drained from his cheeks in an instant, and his eyes widened with pure, unmistakable terror. For a brief moment, he actually looked like he was going to bolt, but before he could escape, his mother caught him. Without hesitation, she grabbed his arm and fixed him with a fiery glare that could have pierced through steel. He squirmed, tried to shake her off, and stammered excuses, but she was having none of it. She yanked him back into the room and immediately launched into a scathing lecture. Her voice, firm and unyielding, rang through the house as she reprimanded him for his cowardice, dishonesty, and disgraceful behavior. And poor Maple, completely blindsided by the timing, was left standing there, awkwardly witnessing the whole scene. The poor fool had clearly picked the worst possible moment to play accomplice. Maple, who had no doubt expected a triumphant showdown, was instead forced to watch her so-called partner get thoroughly dressed down by his own mother. The embarrassment on her face was palpable, and she visibly shrank back, probably wishing she could melt into the floor. Honestly, the whole thing was almost comical. It was one of those moments where you couldn't help but feel a strange sense of poetic justice. He had come looking for a fight, but instead he got a brutal dose of accountability, served by none other than his own mother. And Maple, well, she had just the terrible misfortune of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.